What's the breakdown?
What is that? That's like, it's like a fruity. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
It's like a little like sweet.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something.
You're gonna say what?
I was gonna say you spit on me anytime you want. Not sure that's gonna make it into the final cut.
Just relax, so I can break this attachment, but baby, don't get attached to it. I just need some inspiration. Can you be my inspiration?
Hey Tang Gang, my name is Brian Messinas, and I am so excited to welcome you to the first episode of Soundbites, brought to you by Phoenix Magazine. We are here today with Chloe Tang. We're really excited to dive in. Soundbites is going to take you through all of Phoenix's best local eats, the ones that are hidden and the ones you might recognize a little bit, and more importantly, we're going to give you a closer look into some of the artists that you love that are coming through town, playing shows, or otherwise that you might be a fan of. So again, today we have Chloe Tang. So, Miss Tang, can you give us a rundown of you in a sentence or less?
Sentence or less. I love music, beef jerky, and I'm a sensitive girly.
So sensitive and loves beef jerky.
I really do.
So yeah, we're here today at Glai Baan, and we are so excited to really dive into the food here. I've never been here before. What about you?
I've been here once, but I have tried to come many times, and there's always such a long line. So you know it's good. You know it's the good stuff.
Yeah, guys, it is so gorgeous here. And more importantly, the food is supposed to be incredible. We are so grateful for the support of Glai Baan and their team for being able to bring this to life. So thank you so much to them. Yeah. Thank you. Well.
To eat this beef salad.
This looks so
Or
good.
steak salad, not beef. She didn't say
This is
beef
beef salad.
She didn't
I
say
believe
what.
it's dressed a little bit of fish sauce and a bunch of other really yummy, amazing things. So, I'll let you do the honor of taking the first bite.
Okay. Do you mind if I just...
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
You're our first ever guest. You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Within reason.
Within reason, of course, yes.
Whoa. That looks so good.
It does. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a big bite in here.
Yeah.
Mm.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Not to... Okay. You know the chili oil from Trader Joe's where it has a little crunch?
Ooh, yes. Yes, so good.
It has the textures and then the you know, everything.
Yeah.
This is glass noodles,
Ooh.
shrimp and pork.
Mm.
Thank you so much. That looks
Amazing.
so good.
Yes.
Wow.
Wait. This is...
Oh my god, okay, I'm gonna try the first bite.
Yes, you go.
So how did growing up in Phoenix really influence your artistry? Like, were there any like key venues here in the Valley, or like maybe your first show that really like brought you all into it and really made you think, wow, like I could do that. Like I want to do that.
You know, it's so funny. I didn't actually, when I was in high school, I didn't really go to a lot of shows. But I'd say Phoenix actually being not really a music city actually did influence me in the way that I was like, well, I can see what's going on here. And that has changed since. We're definitely like developing as a city more so now in the art spaces. But back then it definitely wasn't anywhere near it is now. So there was like a couple like little competitions here and there. And there was like, I remember there's like the Alice Cooper, like Proof is in the Pudding, the Christmas show. So I like, you know, I auditioned for that. And like, I just remember it being very small, and I think that actually influenced me in the way where I was like, I want to like break out of this, and I want to go to LA, and I want to do all these other things in places where music is more prominent.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
You were ahead of your time.
I guess so.
She's a pioneer.
I don't know.
Not enough people are talking about that. Chloe Tang, pioneer.
Yeah. Obviously no hate.
Yeah.
You know, no
all love.
shade.
Peace and love.
All love, because it is developing now, and it's actually amazing to watch.
Do you remember your first concert?
I do.
What was it?
It was Avril Lavigne.
Oh my gosh, Avril Lavigne,
you know,
guys.
it's actually so funny. She's like my number one influence, my number one queen idol. But I don't know if it was really a concert, but I remember my parents took me out of school, and she was doing a show at the mall. So it was like, I just remember it being like, so I was so far away from her. I could barely see her.
Yeah.
But I was just shitting my pants.
Yeah.
Really, as a
Avril Lavigne.
8-year-old.
I would be shitting my pants too.
So that was, I mean, again, it wasn't like a real concert, but I mean, kind of. It was a mall concert. It was like those little cute little tours they used to do back in the day. But yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I remember it very well, and the fact that my parents, they took me out of school because it was during the day. That's so sweet. They knew how much I loved her.
So your parents have really like been nurturing a lot of your dreams and a lot of your like love and passion for music since you were like young age.
Always,
yeah.
They always have, and oops, yeah, it's I can't explain like how grateful I am and how fortunate I am compared to a lot of other people who don't have that support. So I really like to share the wealth that I do have, and the wealth being just like the love and support that I get from my family, because a lot of people don't have that. And all my friends will say like, your parents are my parents. Like they really are everybody's parents. They just take care of everybody.
They seem really sweet from that like brief moment I met them that one time.
They're really cool.
Okay, so you've let it simmer for a little bit. It's been sitting in your palate for a second. Walk us through this second bite. Ooh, yeah. Got you moving?
Like, it's just so, like, flavorful. And also with the garnishes.
Yes. The green onion, the sprouts. So good.
It's, like, so fresh. It's, like, spicy but fresh. And I love that. Like, as an appetizer, that's exactly what I want in an appetizer.
Something refreshing.
Refreshing.
So, like,
not too heavy.
The first little bit when it got in my mouth, hit my tongue, it was a little bit, like, cold, like, fresh, like, minty, like, very, like, green. And then, like, it's set in. And it was a little spicy. And I love that. I love
there's
both.
a process.
Best of both worlds for sure.
Yes.
Let's try. Let me move this in over here.
Yeah, let's give this one.
This was the glass noodles with shrimp and pork. We got our wonderful camera assistant here who's gonna get a little shot of this. I'm
like so ready.
I know, like my mouth is watering. Well, okay. Chloe Tang, first bite goes to you.
I do. Okay, I gotta get some shrimp.
Is it cilantro?
In there. Yes, I think so.
Ooh, that looks fantastic.
Yes. Okay, wait, I need the noodles part, but I need to...
Another spoon, I'm like, some team... Oh, that didn't help at all.
Yeah, that's okay.
That actually was not helpful in any way, shape, or form. Okay, so let me grab these. Oh.
I also just love glass noodles in general.
Yeah.
Well, always.
Okay.
Good, refreshing little...
First bite.
Okay.
Wow. That looks so good. Okay.
Wow.
I'm gonna get in here. Is it wrong to like twirl it like spaghetti?
No, do it.
Okay. Ooh, that's gonna be like a really... Let me like... It fell off the floor.
Oh dear.
That's on me. I'm really bad at eating noodles, guys. Ooh, it's really a...
It's... Yeah, you gotta like slurp it kind of.
Ooh. Wow. Did you come from a musical family? You're talking about your parents. You're talking about your parents, like, really being so supportive. Like, do they play any instruments themselves? Like, can we go on Spotify and find Mr. and Mrs. Tang on there?
Unfortunately not, but...
Darn. I was thinking of having them as the next guest on here.
They would love that, though. They would love to talk about... my dad's gluten-free. He likes to talk about that.
A little bit of pork. That was really good. Yeah.
So...
The shrimp and the pork together. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you wouldn't
I'm just so blown away.
Yeah, no,
Guys,
same.
Glai Baan. So good.
It is so worth the hype. And they got the hype, too.
Oh,
they have a great reputation
Oh,
here.
100%.
Local legends.
Yeah.
My dad actually plays guitar. He taught himself to play guitar in college. And then he taught me how to play guitar when I was like 7.
Oh my gosh,
So-
you like from a young age, you've been growing up playing music.
Yeah. It's because I always had an inclination and I always had this like need to be around it. And my parents, again, they were just so supportive that they were like, okay, yeah, whatever you naturally kind of
Yeah.
are drawn to, then we can kind of, facilitate it. And they did.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
We need
I
more
know,
parents who
right?
we'd have so many more Chloe Tangs in the world if we had more parents that were willing to really nurture their children's dreams.
No, I would love.
Shout out Mr. and Mrs. Tang for bringing the artistry that is Chloe Tang to us.
Yeah.
So speaking of things that you were kind of drawn through, what drew you to R&B and like pop and that fusion of R&B into it as a genre that you wanted to pursue within your own music?
That is a long answer, but I always loved pop, as you know.
Yeah.
Avril Lavigne is
Oh,
my...
yeah.
I'll say it again. I'll say it every day. But Avril Lavigne was really my first love, and I think obviously she follows a very pop format, even though brand-wise she was very like punk and kind of like outside the box at that time. But I've always loved pop music, and then it wasn't until I kind of became actually like an adult that I fell in love with R&B as well, because I went along this path of like loving pop, and then I kind of went into this rock thing, and then I loved folk for a while, but it just took me a while to just find that love for R&B. And then once I did, I was like, oh, this has to be like a part of me and what I make now. So yeah, I'm so sorry. It's just a little spicy,
Yeah, there is a little bit of a kick here, guys.
Yeah.
But it's
in the
an
best
amazing
way.
kick. Like, I would love to be kicked again, to be honest with you.
Yes.
So I went through and I listened to your entire discography last night, from 2017's Hangover up until this year's Inspiration. How do you think from that first point in 2017 to now that your kind of sonic identity has grown and developed?
Wow.
It's a loaded
so
question.
Much.
Yeah.
So much. And I really think it all just stems from the development as a person and my personal growth has been. I think the music has just followed that very naturally. But really, the main theme is just like finding confidence and finding myself. I think a lot of people would say that I have changed a lot since high school or since college. And seemingly that is true. I probably have looked like I've changed so much because I've gone through so many phases and of how I dress and getting tattoos and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But in my eyes, I don't see it like that. I see it like I actually was just finding myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I think that shows through the music as well. I just kind of was doing what the influences around me were doing. And then I kind of like branched out a bit, moved to LA, and then after that it was just kind of me finding myself and then just like being proud of that and embracing it.
Yeah.
So
it's really cool that like with music specifically, like we can go through and see a part of you put out into the world in 2017 with Hangover up until now. Like, what is that? I'm not good at math. 8 years?
Yeah.
8 years? Is that right? 3, 5, 8 years.
Yeah, that's
I did the mental
wild.
math there, guys. I can do math. Don't worry.
Nice, Brian.
Nice. So 8 years. That's like a crazy way to like be able to, I guess, record yourself. Like literally record yourself on multiple times a year and see how you progress through all that time and how your artistry, like you said, is grown mostly through you finding yourself and like finding your own like passions and interests and dreams and really getting a more clear read on that.
Yes.
The rest of us just have like 2017 posts on Instagram that are like us little dog ears on Snapchat.
Yeah, that's like literally my version of that. Yeah,
except you have like something cool and we have our Snapchat filters. You're like, like it is a little bit cooler than yours.
It's
and you know what, objectively it's true.
It's very it's a similar feeling I'm sure that I get of looking back at photos like that and then looking back at like music that I've released, because it's definitely cringy. It's definitely like but also it's like it's a cool way to compare
it's a part of you
and just like appreciate the growth and appreciate how far I've come
exactly
and that kind of thing too. So it's
if you guys ever wanted to feel like a musician for a little bit, like looking back in your past like records, EPs, singles, let's go to your Snapchat memories and whatever you feel when you pull up your earliest Snapchat.
That'll do it. Yeah, that will do it.
Yeah. What was the moment where you really like realized, like, I can do this. Like, people are listening. This is going well. Like, this is going to go somewhere.
Haven't had that yet.
Oh my gosh.
Well, actually, okay.
It's so crazy because I see you as this, like, super talented, like, you were going to go such a big, amazing places. And, like, I believe that so wholeheartedly that I'm like, it's crazy that, like, I guess that you feel like you haven't had that moment yet.
Yeah, it's weird. I've had I think little moments of that consistently here and there, and those have like really encouraged me to keep moving. But as far as like a big break or like that kind of thing, I don't really feel like I've gotten to that point. But I have also learned over the years that a big break really doesn't mean anything. It's just like one moment, and it really, what's more important is those small moments that actually like add up to a long lasting career, because that's what I want. I want something sustainable. I want something, I don't care for a viral moment really at this point. And yes, you know, sometimes that helps facilitate a long career for some people, but that's not, it always used to be what I was seeking. I'm not seeking that anymore. I'm just appreciating all those little wins and just being able to put all those together and just be like, yeah, this has been consistent. I've been releasing music for 8 years now. That's crazy. And I'm still doing it, so that's got to mean something, and I just have to put my faith in that. And so I don't know how to answer that, I guess. Yes,
that was an answer. That was a good answer.
I have a couple.
And you know what? Yeah, I think you explained it really well. I feel like now, especially in the music industry, like, it's so much emphasized, like, so much emphasis on making, like, your song clip go viral, like, getting, like, over 100K likes, or measuring things in terms of, like, likes and shares and comments and all of that stuff. When that's definitely, like, a very almost minimalistic way to, like, kind of compartmentalize the music you're making. Like, it's not just putting it out there for, like, the likes and the views and all of that. It's because you are passionate about what you're doing. Yeah,
and sometimes that doesn't necessarily translate to other areas, because for me, like, personally, I'm an artist who wants to tour. I want to play shows, and some people don't want that. Some people just want to record the music and do their thing online. And for me personally, I just want to make sure every step that I'm taking is moving towards something that I want for my personal career, because it doesn't all look the same. And I think some people think that, like, the industry is all just the same and all opportunities are the same for everybody, and it's so personalized. Everyone has their own journey, and it's just like you have to see it. It really is like a parallel to just real life in that way.
100%. Yeah. If there's one common thing that I think everyone's journey could have, is that if you're coming through Phoenix, Arizona, is you have to come to Glai Baan.
I agree. I'm gonna have to agree.
Guys,
look at this.
Whoa, you guys, stop it right now. Look at this.
Vegan rice cake.
Vegan rice cake, guys. And this looks so good. I'll give you a little YouTuber, like... Okay. Chloe Tang, as always, first bite goes to you.
Okay.
You're like, twist my arm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Just the sauce. You could just tell.
The colors on this are really amazing.
Yeah, let me get some.
Get in there. Please get in there. Whoa. That looks smooth. Okay, I'm so excited.
When I dance, you know that it's good.
Ooh, with a little bit of, like, oil on that. You gotta get some of that. Okay, break it down for us, Chloe Tang.
Again, I think I'm just maybe a texture person.
Yeah, valid.
Because it is... The texture on all these dishes is just so unique.
Yeah.
And, like, good.
It's so good, guys.
So unique and so good.
Okay, guys.
Oh, one sec.
Yep. Guys, we just got some more food out here while we were talking and chit-chatting. This looks so good.
This one's the pork belly.
This looks incredible.
I love me some pork belly.
Pork belly. It looks like kind of pad thai.
Yeah, it looks like a rice.
And this is, I believe, also like a braised... Oh my gosh, you are so kind. Thank you so much.
Of course.
This is like a braised pork kind of vibe with a little bit of rice on the side. I'll put this right between us.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, it looks almost like a curry sauce.
Yeah. No, ooh, the red, the color. It's giving like a little spicy. It's not a little bit of a kick.
Yes. Okay. Well, we should definitely just...
Oh, yeah. Let us dig in. Whoa. Ooh, that is like marinated, like
Yeah.
braised. Shit. Okay.
The sauce.
Sorry, guys. I'm just so overwhelmed
Yeah, honestly,
by like the flavor, the amazing, fantastic flavors that are here,
so good.
and by the amazing, fantastic musician that's with me. As always, Chloe Tang. Again, first bite goes to you.
Okay, yep. This is a pad see ew
Ooh.
with pork belly.
Okay, let me get in there.
Because I actually prefer
Ooh.
for Thai food pad see ew over pad Thai personally, because I love the thick noodles.
Ooh. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
The
That is
flavor
so good.
is so good. And
That is fantastic. Guys, I cannot say this enough. Glai Baan. Can I get a Glai Baan?
Glai Baan.
Perfect. So take us back to 2018. So I heard from a little birdie that you opened for Dua Lipa in a venue that you were working security at like just a couple months beforehand. Which one, two crazy things. I want to hear about you as a security guard.
Okay.
And two, I want to hear about you and Dua Lipa. Like, duh.
Okay, so yes, I was working as a security guard at my small height of 5 feet. And I was just in college. I wanted a job that had to do with music. They were doing a whole like huge hire of security guards at the time, and I was like, okay, I'll try it out.
What venue?
The Fillmore Auditorium,
Ooh.
Denver. Yeah, it's about a 4,000 cap room.
There's going to be a statue there one day.
What'd you say?
There's going to be a statue of you there one day. Guys,
That's really nice.
go check out the Fillmore Auditorium. Shout out the Fillmore Auditorium.
I love the Fillmore. It's so many good memories there, obviously. But also just like working there, it was so much fun to be in college, especially I'm going to school for music. Like I really get to be in it when I'm not in class. So yeah, it was really amazing. I ended up quitting because I was moving to LA.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Totally.
And then, so, yeah, long story short, I had only worked there like maybe 6 months or so, and then was like, okay, guys, I gotta get going. I'm going to LA. I'm gonna try to do this music thing. And just a few weeks later, the booker, who I had known just through the music industry, through school and stuff like that, Is it? I can't wait.
Oh my god, did I take the first bite?
Yes, but that's okay. No,
oh my
you
god,
deserve
guys.
the first
I'm
bite.
so sorry, you guys.
No, you deserve the
First bite always goes to Chloe Tang. This is
No.
my bad.
It's okay.
No, it'll never happen again.
I
think it's beef,
Say.
actually. It'll never happen again, I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
This is beef. I'm pretty sure it's so
Yeah.
well braised. Like, it falls apart and melts in your mouth.
Looks like it.
Like, okay, let's get a bite in there.
Okay, yeah. Quick bite.
And as soon as you're done with that bite, the booker calls you and is like, hey, Chloe Tang, Pop-R&B artist. Dua Lipa.
Like that.
Dua Lipa question mark. It's the whole conversation.
Okay.
Okay, so you get this call from the booker at the Fillmore Auditorium.
Yes.
And she goes, sorry guys, my bad. She goes, Dua Lipa question mark. Essentially.
Kind of. Actually, she called me. And she was like, so this isn't even, let's back up a little bit. When I was working, that was the show where she was on her tour. And at this point, it was like the turning point for her. You know, that Martin Garrix song that she did really blew up, Scared to Be Lonely, and then things started going up. And then I think she had New Rules that had just kind of popped off.
Fire.
So, again, she's filling a 4,000 cap room, but still not, obviously, the superstar that she is now.
Yeah.
So, anyway, she had gone on tour. I actually went to the show at the Fillmore that she was supposed to be on tour at, but she got sick, and she came out, sang a couple songs, and then was like, sorry guys, I can't do this anymore, I'll reschedule. And again, I was in attendance of that.
Yeah.
Just as a patron, because I loved her. And it was me and my friend, who also, I think, worked at the venue, but we almost got in a fight that night.
Oh my god, no.
Anyway, but So then they were like, okay, she rescheduled it, and now she's looking for a local opener because she's not touring. She's just coming back to play that one show that she had canceled. So she needs local, and do you want me to pitch you for it? And I was like, girl, yeah, I do. I think I do.
Yeah.
I think so.
Me, Dua Lipa?
Yeah. And so she pitched me. I didn't hear anything. I was so sad. I actually remember crying for like 2 days straight because I thought that I didn't get it. And I was like, this would be the opportunity of a lifetime, you know what I mean? And then show was on Monday. I get a call on Friday. And also, mind you, I live in LA. I had just moved to LA.
Oh my God, yeah.
I wasn't living in Denver anymore. I had just moved to LA like a month before. And I got a call, and she was like, you got it if you want it. And I was just like, on my computer, booking the flights. I'm coming
As
back.
one does when Dua Lipa wants you to open for her.
Right. And it was truly like the most incredible night of my life, really. I know that sounds so silly.
It doesn't.
But it was so fun.
If I could sing and Dua Lipa was like, yeah, I want him to open for me, I would say that's the best night of my life, too.
It was wild. She gave me a hug, and she was so nice.
Aww.
And it was really...
Did she have a little accent? A little British
she
accent?
Did. It was so cute. And
can you give us a little, like, reenactment?
I'm not, like, the best at the British accent.
It's okay. Just give it a try. I'll be Chloe Tang.
Okay. Let me just get into character really quickly.
Putting in my little hairpins, my hair clips.
Okay. Thank you so much for doing this.
That was pretty good.
Thanks. That's kind of how I remembered it. So.
I feel like I was really there.
Basic.
I feel like I was just talking to Dua Lipa. I don't know about you guys.
It was very, very basic, but she, got the job done.
Yeah.
And it was so fun. All her fans were incredible, and yeah, I'll never forget that. It was. I don't want to say I peaked, but
I don't think you peaked.
it was one of my peaks.
It was one of those little moments along the way.
Exactly.
On the way to a lifelong career, like
Yes.
you said. If you had to name like 2 or 3 like the most underrated Chloe Tang songs, you're like, people need to stop sleeping on these songs, what would they be?
Okay, I have one in mind that immediately came to mind. Give Me the Highs is so not my style like now.
Yeah.
But it was one of the first, I put it out in maybe 2020. And it's almost like this rock, like pop rock vibe. But I just think the song itself is so good. And it has always been like probably the least streamed songs of all the songs that I have out. But it's always been one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because the only people that really ever talk about it are like my manager or like like my friends,
Yeah.
So I think that's one. And then let's see, I don't want to say 2.0 is slept on because I don't think it's necessarily
I'm not sleeping on it, guys.
I don't think it's slept
I've been on 2.0.
but it is definitely, it's not in my top 5 on Spotify.
Yeah.
So I'm like, to me, that's kind of slept on, I guess. And
Yeah.
I think that one should, I want it to climb. I want it to climb a bit. So
Again,
that's
also, Sad About Me needs to be up there. I don't know how you feel about that one.
Oh, yes, I do love that song. It's older, so
Yeah.
it's hard for me to, you get it.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have like a bunch
I
of
get
stuff
it.
that's been out forever, and it's like, it's hard to like, put yourself in the mindset of listening to it again for the first few times, but also do really love that song.
That one is like one of my favorites for you.
Really?
Yeah, that and 2.0.
I'm playing it at M3F.
Oh my God, really? M3F?
Interesting
You bring that up.
play that.
So you do have a pretty big weekend coming up. You have... I'll let you talk about it, actually.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So M3F is going to be March 7th and 8th, and I am performing on the 8th, Saturday. I'm actually opening up one of the stages, and it's going to be, I think my set's at 12:30. But this is the first time I'm ever performing with dancers. I've always wanted to perform with dancers, always, and so I'm just so excited. It's going to be amazing. This is definitely my my first bigger festival. I've done some smaller ones. I've done some conventions and stuff like that, but nothing quite like this size. So I am very excited. And then I also
Yeah.
have a song called I Could Be Yours coming out the day before my performance
Wow.
on the 7th. So we lined it up nicely so that there's lots to do and lots to share, and I can't wait.
I heard a little bit of the song the other night, and it sounds really good, you guys. You guys have to be there. M3F 2025, not one to miss. 12:30 at the, you know what the stage is called?
I forgot.
Okay. It's at one of the stages, M3F, 12:30 p.m. Chloe Tang's going to be there. Dancers are going to be there. Justice, LCD Sound System, all of some of your favorite bands are going to be there. And Chloe Tang, obviously, like one of my favorite bands, one of my favorite artists.
Stop. Thank
You.
you.
But yeah, this has been absolutely incredible. If you had a name like favorite dish of the ones we tried today.
Honestly, I gotta go with the rice cake, the vegan rice cake.
That one was so good.
So good. The texture, and it's like fried, but
Yes.
it's not too like deep fried or heavy or anything
Yeah.
like that. It's really
It's like light and airy, but like a
yes,
little crunch. Like, I
definitely.
don't know
The
how
flavor
to
was really
describe
good
it.
in the sauce too.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Oh
everything.
yeah. The flavor, everything is so good. You guys,
So good.
Glai Baan is absolutely one of the best Thai restaurants to do it, especially in Phoenix right now. If you've not gone already, you have to. All of this has been absolutely incredible. I think my personal favorite, also the rice cake, but probably also the pad siu. Like that was so good. The pork belly is so crisp, so tender. And also the atmosphere here is gorgeous. We'll cut to some B-roll for you guys to see of the amazing scenery, the plants, the atmosphere, the lights. Glai Baan really prides itself on the bringing Thai street food to Phoenix, and you can totally see that vibe from the minute you step in here. It is such a hidden little gem tucked away, and somewhere you really wouldn't think to look for it, but it is an absolutely gorgeous place, absolutely amazing food, and you absolutely need to come check it out so soon. So to wrap us all up, Chloe Tang, if your music was a dish, what would it be and why?
Ooh. Okay, can we make this a two-parter?
Yeah.
I think.
You can make it a 3-course meal if you want.
Okay. Definitely. Okay, this is kind of crazy, but I do want to start with dessert because you gave me a good idea.
Yeah.
I think chocolate strawberry. You know, strawberry healthy.
Yeah.
Chocolate, not the healthiest, but you mix it together, you got the best of both worlds. And it's also my personal favorite dessert ever.
Yeah.
I was going to say for a dish, like a main entree, some sort of curry.
Ooh. What are we thinking, like with coconut milk, without...
Probably coconut milk, maybe something like
Like
I
something
love
creamy.
a duck curry.
Ooh, I don't think I've ever had a duck curry.
It's also Thai.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
So,
you guys.
Yeah,
You gotta
I
check out
love
the
duck
menu.
curry.
Whether or not there's a duck curry on this menu, I'll leave that for you guys to find out. Go to the website, Glai Baan,
Yes.
Arizona. Google it.
I love a duck curry. Yes, I think it just lots of flavor, lots of
Yeah.
substance, and it's also it's not too heavy, and it's not too it's just like it's digestible, and it's what the people want.
Yeah.
And I like to think my music is what the people want. I don't know.
It's what I want.
It's what Brian wants.
That's what I want, guys. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're tuning in from social media, be sure to go to phoenixmag.com to watch the full interview with Chloe Tang, Pop-R&B artist, playing M3F, March 8th. I Could Be Yours? Question mark? I Could Be Yours coming out March 7th. And we can't wait to see all the amazing things that you're going to be doing, and hopefully I'll be able to have you back in the future.
Yes, I would love to.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Bye.